I was always told that drugs were bad and you should never use them. I didn't believe it though. To me it was all a pile of crap. Going into my freshman year of high school I needed to find friends, people to hang with. So I found some cool people to hang with, a group of seniors and juniors. They said sure I could hang with them. But I'd have to get high with them first, just to make sure I was cool and wasn't gonna snitch on them or anything. So that day I smoked my first blunt. It was awesome and fun, and I had bunch of older cool friends to be with all the time. A couple of weeks later they invited me to a party. They said if I didn't go I couldn't hang with them any longer. Well, I felt I had to go at that point. That was the first of over 60 parties I went in the next 18 months. I'd go whenever I had the chance, whenever they'd take me with them, whenever I could party. Then the day after Christmas I went to a party with one of my friends. At this time I was a sophomore, almost 16, willing to do anything I had to prove I was just as good as any other person there at being a badass. That night I tried cocaine for the first time. We sat and snorted lines. There must have been 20 people there doing it. No way I was gonna pass up a chance to be that guy who did more than most everyone else there. It was also the night that I went and had sex with my best friend's girlfriend. The next day I'm being woken up by being thrown in a pool. My best friend had found myself and his GF lying in bed together. He was extremely pissed and I knew I couldn't fight him. He had a 3-year gain on me. But I was smarter. So I went for his most emotional weak spots. I used his home life history with his parents to break him. I told him it was no wonder his mom had died and committed suicide with a son like him, that his dad probably hates him 'cause it was his fault, and maybe that's why he couldn't keep a girlfriend. Then I said the one thing I regret most. I told him Ben needed to go shoot himself. He didn't know what to say. He had nothing to, I guess. But 17 days after we had our argument, he attempted suicide. He had gotten a hold on some Oxycontin and other various pain relievers and tried to odd. From what I've heard he's still going to therapy every week and probably will for a couple more years. I can't help but feel guilty for what I've done to ruin my old friend's life. I often ask myself how could I do such a thing? Could never be more sorry for what I've done. I can only wish someday I might be courageous enough to tell him how sorry I really am and hope to God he'll forgive me.